batting averages.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
It's Write That Down with Mackie, Judd, and Rami.
Write that down. I don't have a pencil.
Well, remember that.
And welcome in every Wednesday on Mackie and Judd. We are the only sports talk show in America that keeps track of our predictions with batting averages and home runs. We're not just throwing stuff out there and hoping that nobody goes back and traces our steps. We trace our own steps. We go where no sports talk platform goes in America. Here's how Write That Down works. 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable in some form. We keep track of batting averages and home runs, and listeners can participate. I know on the screen here, if you're watching on our YouTube channel or elsewhere, it says you can download the SKOR North app and enter for your chance to play. You can also just DM me at Phil Mackey on Twitter, and we'll get you scheduled in. Today's participants, we're going to get to them in just a couple minutes here. Josh and Brayden are the guest listener participants in Write That Down this week. But let's get to the accountability session here. We'll start with you, Judd Zolgad.
All right.
You came into the week with a 400 batting average, chasing Declan Goff, who's batting about 500. And you incorrectly said the Vikings will play more than 2 preseason games this summer, 2020.
I thought I said no more than 2 preseason games. Can I look that up?
Listen, I'm just reading what's on the prompter.
I'm pretty sure I said no,
and Declan,
no more. And
Declan
it might go down to 1,
prompter.
so I'd be wrong. But I swore I said
you're probably right.
Yes, the Vikings will play no more than 2 preseason games.
All right,
At it.
all right. That's that. You can take issue with the official
Predicted
scorekeeper.
on March 27th.
Take issue with the official scorekeeper.
If it was on March 27th, then that wasn't Declan.
Oh, that was Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
I mean, somebody
absolutely
just screwed up.
Get your
screwing
facts
you
right,
over. This affects your batting average though here. So let me alter that real quick here. We'll get you an extra point in the batting average race for later. You also said the Loons will beat or draw against Real Salt Lake on Friday in the MLS Return to Play tournament.
Yes!
0-0. Not a lot happening in that match.
By the way, that was a really hard game to watch.
0-0.
I watched it. It was really hard to watch that game.
And you said, speaking of hard to watch, you said Tiger Woods would finish outside the top 10 at
Yes,
the
I
Memorial
did.
Tournament. And
He was lucky to
did.
make the cut.
He was.
he did. He made the cut just barely.
He was on the number.
Stroke.
On the number.
In fact, at one point it was like 30-mile-an-hour winds. The greens were like concrete,
Yeah.
and it was
rough.
bad for everybody. Nothing off the board for John Bob. Nothing off the board for Manny. Nothing off the board for Rami. I told you guys that in the Swedish Pro Soccer League, IFK Norrköping would beat Norrbro SK.
You could have said
2-0.
anything
That's
you
right.
wanted, and you would get this point because Declan and I would not check it.
Nope.
2-0. I also said Tiger Woods would finish top 10 at the Memorial, which was a little bit optimistic. Listener Scott said Tiger would finish inside the top 10 and ahead of Bryson DeChambeau. He got half that right. He did finish ahead of Bryson DeChambeau.
Who melted down completely.
Yeah, the rough was tough. Like, you can't just drive it in the rough
He's
and
got to
hack
get
out.
his, but Bryson's got to calm himself, man.
I think it's more fun for the sport that he doesn't calm himself.
Okay, that's not a bad point.
We need someone like
I'm saying
that
for
to
his
run a
own
rough
sake, he
shot.
should calm down, but you're right. As fans, go crazy.
Now, Declan's general thought was that Jason Day was going to have a great Memorial Tournament. And he did. He finished in the top 5.
He did, but he bookend his first and last rounds were bad. He was 1 stroke off going into Sunday. He was 6 under going into Sunday.
Declan never called him Jason Day.
J-Day, my boy.
You said he would make the cut and shoot at least 7 under at the Memorial. He did make the cut. He did finish top 5, but he was like 4 under
He was
par.
4 under.
Yep, so. Okay. You said MNUFC would move on from its group stage and into the knockout stage. I got a text early this morning from Jonathan Harrison saying that because of last night's results that they have moved on.
There's my Ben Revere single.
They're through
right.
in soccer parlance, guys.
So
these
averages are actually wrong. Declan is 500 with no home runs. Judd is actually 434 with a home run because of the point that we gave him. Rami's still sitting at 400 with a home run. I'm up to 356 with 2 bombs. John Harrison, 243 with 2 bombs. Listeners, 194 with a bomb. Manny Hill, 120 with no home runs.
Write this down. Write it down. You like writing things down.
Let's get to the predictions here. Let's get to our guest listener predictors. Josh, are you with us?
I am here.
And Brayden, are you with us?
I am here.
Awesome. Right on. You guys ready? We'll start with Josh here. The way this is going to work is Josh, Brayden, into Judd, Declan, and then back to me. Josh, is your strategy to swing for the fences, or are you going to just try and get on the board with some singles? What's going to happen today?
I'm going to try and hit for average. You'll have to tell me if I'm swinging for the fences or not.
Okay. Brayden, what about you?
Going to kind of spray the ball around. I got one that might looking for that walk-off grand slam.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Little opposite field for a couple, and then maybe try and pull one 450 down the left field line. I like it.
I dig it.
All right. Let's start with Josh.
Write this down.
Fire away.
We'll start with a base hit. The Twins will win the opening weekend series.
All
Is
right.
it a 3 or a 4? It's a 3-game, right?
3-game
Three,
series,
yeah.
right, against the White Sox.
All right. So Twins will take it.
Then day off, and then home, I think, against the Cardinals.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Brayden.
All right, so with Barrios being named the opening day starter, he will go 7 innings with at least 10 strikeouts.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's another nice opening day start. 2 in a row, then.
That is a home run if it happens.
Yeah.
If you're predicting 7+ innings and 10 strikeouts,
Absolutely.
call your
I
shot.
think that's a home run. It's pretty good. All right. Back over to Judd.
Write that down.
The Vikings will announce an extension of Mike Zimmer's contract before the regular season begins. I got to think at some point in time here that this goofy game comes to an end. I'm not saying it's going to be a multi-year type of extension, but they're going to announce an extension of some sort, okay, just to be clear, of Mike Zimmer's contract before the regular season kicks off, whenever it does begin, because we don't know for sure.
So he won't be a lame duck coach
That's my
going
guess.
into the season.
Yes, sir.
All right. Back to Declan Goff.
Write this down. Write it down. You like writing things down.
Batting average leader here.
All right, KG will be a partial owner of the Wolves, and there will be another prominent sports athlete attached to that group.
Ooh.
So I'm not saying KG's going to be the prime. He's going to be a partial owner, and there'll be another prominent athlete. We'll have to.
How are we defining prominent?
Well, I feel like
I think
we'll know it when
it's a
we
we'll know it
subjective
when we
vote.
see it.
name.
We'll know it when we see it.
I think it's like porn.
What if it's Troy
We'll
Hudson?
know it when we see it. It's very much like porn.
What if it's like Troy Hudson? Got a couple million he wants to throw.
I don't think that'll count.
So you're saying like up along like the Barkley type of
Yeah,
level
like
or
an
something?
all-star kind
okay,
of
all right.
player, someone who's tight.
I think
with
it's
yeah.
fair.
Okay, we'll judge it.
We'll
judge
work
it.
through
Okay.
it.
Write this down.
So I'm actually just gonna. This is kind of lame, but I had this written down, and it's different from Declan's. I'm just gonna say that Kevin Garnett will wind up with a slice of Wolves ownership in 2020. I don't care if he has Troy Hudson or somebody else. Like I just want to go with Kevin Garnett will wind up with a slice of Wolves ownership in 2020.
All right.
Write that down.
Write this down.
Back to Josh.
All right, so here I'm maybe hitting for a double or something. I'm just glad I get to do my predictions right before the Twins start playing again.
Amen.
So write that down. The Twins will not hit more than 2 home runs in the game, but will win the opener this Friday.
So they're gonna nickel and dime and paper cut the White Sox, basically.
So
Pitcher's duel.
a couple bombas and that's it.
No more than 2.
No more than 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
But they will win.
All right.
Sure.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
Brayden, you're in the batter's box.
All right, the Twins will finish the season with the best record in baseball.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a home run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Write
For
this down.
sure.
I think I made that
Couple
prediction
swings
in a forced home run segment at
I like
one
it.
point in like a parlay.
Write it down. You like writing things
But
down.
to do it in a non-forced home run setting is very bold. Over to Judd.
Baseball picks for me, back-to-back Twins to round out my write that down, beginning with Josh Donaldson will homer on Friday in the Twins opener.
I like it.
JD will hit a home run against the White Sox at what, guaranteed rate field now?
Easy ballpark to homer in.
All right.
For sure.
JD is going to homer on Friday for the
JD,
Twins.
are you guys boys? JD, huh?
JD and I are tight because we're
Okay.
wound tight. Like
Yes.
we both are wound super tight.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
Yeah.
we
A lot of
dress really
similarities.
well, hit the bars.
Great shape.
We don't wear masks.
Launch
We're
angle.
men. We're manly men. We don't wear those masks.
Write that down. Write that down. I don't have a pencil. Well, remember that then.
Declan.
All right, Taylor Rogers will pick up 2 saves in the opening series against the White Sox.
Ooh.
You got to change it up. You got to change it up a little bit.
Wait,
Taylor
you had-
Rogers, what I feel. Did
Did you have the same prediction?
No, but I don't like it now.
I think that's a home run.
Just keep going.
I think that's a home run if
2
that
saves?
happens.
2
Like,
saves?
I
That's a
specify.
pretty
Really?
It's a pretty aggressive. Yeah, like first of all, it's a parlay. You're
Yeah,
saying
but the
they're
Twins are really good, and they could easily. So it's 2 saves.
2 saves
In the
in the series, in the 3-game series.
Yeah.
all right. It's
I mean, they're
it's a
good.
running
The
track
Twins
for
are
them.
good. He's going to save a lot of
That's fair.
games, or he should save a lot of games.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's
It's
fair.
not.
That's
Come
fair.
on.
Write this down. Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the Twins' predictions to a home run level here. The Twins will sweep the White Sox this weekend. All this chatter about oh, Chicago, look at that offense. Oh, scary. The White Sox are going to overtake the division. Not so fast. The Twins will sweep the White Sox this weekend and put them where they belong, which is not quite yet at the top of the division. All right, Josh, your final prediction here on Write That Down. Go ahead.
All right, well, Judd took my Josh Donaldson prediction, so I got to just go to the next one on the list.
Sorry.
This is actually a Vikings prediction. The Vikings will not win more than 8 games this season.
Wow.
And Mike Zimmer will not return in 2021.
Wow. Parlay.
I just don't like Kirk Cousins.
You like that? You like that?
So, hey, off the record, does Mike Zimmer get fired mid-season? This is not part of your prediction, but does he get fired mid-season, or is it after the season?
After the season.
Okay, so they let him coach out.
Maybe they're 8-7-1 or something again.
That'd be quite the feat.
Yeah.
If that happened.
Third time in a row in Kirk's career.
Josh, we appreciate you coming on as a guest listener predictor. Since you have this gigantic platform right now, is there anyone in your life you'd like to thank that got you to this point?
I just want to thank you guys for still being on. I know Judd has survived plenty of co-hosts, and he's still rocking and rolling.
I'm ducking. I duck a lot, Josh.
Quick shout out to my dad, who's probably listening to the podcast as well. But yeah, no, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
That's Josh, guest listener predictor. Josh,
Thank you.
appreciate
Thanks,
you coming on, man. All right. Oh.
You didn't.
Can you call Brayden back?
You
I
got
just
it.
hit the drop button.
Oh,
Sorry
boy.
about that.
Poor Brayden.
I'm
Just
sorry.
waiting to make his last
My
Write
bad.
That Down
Well,
selection.
Listen, these phones are very confusing, okay? They've got cords.
I was going to say
There's
they've got buttons.
I don't know what this is.
You, my friend, who know James Bond.
This is like one of those rotary phones from the 70s, basically.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we'll get Brayden back on the line here.
I got to change my last one now. My last Write That Down compared to Declan's is super boring. I'm changing it.
Okay. Let's get Brayden back on. Sorry, Brayden. It's my first time using a phone. I dropped you on accident. This is your final prediction, and Write That Down. Fire away.
All right, this is my big one. In his rookie season, Kirill Kaprizov will score at least 40 goals,
Whoa!
accumulate at least 100 points, and win the Calder Memorial Trophy.
There you go. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
I think I just been fired from Judd's hockey show.
Yeah, you want to join me today to talk about the Wild? See you, Declan. Bye. Good,
Amazing.
Good work.
Yeah, this is Judd's hockey show. It's actually Brayden's hockey
Yeah.
show. now.
Wait.
Hockey
40,
show, dude.
40 goals, 100 points.
And the Calder.
Well, yeah, of course he's going to win the Calder.
Dude, I love it. I love Brayden knocking the cleat, knocking the dirt off of his cleat,
Yes.
stepping into the box,
Such a home run right there. That's a grand slam, baby.
swinging for the fences. Brayden, since you have this platform, would you like to thank anyone in your life that got you to this point?
Yeah, I'm just going to follow Josh. I'd like to thank you guys for getting us through these tough times. I know it's been tough for you as well, but just coming in and day out and giving us something to enjoy.
We take it one day at a time here, one segment at a time. We appreciate it.
I love
Brayden.
to Write That Down, man. That was great. Good job.
Thank you.
Write this down.
Brayden, take care, man. Thanks for coming on.
All right, you guys have a good day.
All right, that's Brayden, guest listener predictor.
Wow.
Well,
That
that
is-
is a swing.
40
man.
goals,
I love
100
ice
points.
tea meatball.
Calder shoe-in with those
Amazing.
statistics.
That is.
Write
he's-
it down.
he
You like
said,
writing things down?
He teased walk-off grand slam. I would say that is a walk-off grand
For
slam.
sure.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is a 600-foot home run.
Yeah.
All right, Judd Zolgad, your final prediction.
Okay, my last one was going to be about Rodgers as well, but it was going to be he was going to get a save on Friday, and
Oh,
Declan
one save,
trumped that big time. That's really boring, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm deleting it. Do not take that down because I'm changing to a Wolves one. The Wilfs will buy the Timberwolves from Glenn Taylor.
Seems logical.
They will buy the team, and then by extension, years from now, they will get a new building right by US.
Write this down.
Oh, is
Is
that,
that-
whoa,
is that-
whoa, whoa,
whoa,
whoa.
yeah,
Whoa.
hey there.
That's
No.
verbally
Was it-
binding. That's
Well, but it's going to take too much time.
Is it verbally binding?
The problem is it's going to take too much time.
Okay, so you're just going with the first part.
Yes, because
Okay.
I would go with the second part, but that's probably going to take 8 years, 10 years.
Ooh, hashtag phrase.
And I feel like I might not be on this station in 10 years.
Okay.
I mean, I'm buying time
I mean,
constant.
you can
made
have a
it to
podcast
50.
if you want.
I'll have
Yeah.
I'll have another co-host. I'll be on my favorite co-host.
All right, Dex, your final prediction.
Yeah, Matthew Wolf will finish top 10 in the 3M Open this weekend. Matthew Wolf, top 10.
Forgot about 3M Open until now. Thank you.
I always do.
Write this down.
I'll make a 3M prediction as well.
Okay.
To round us out here and write that down. Former Minnesota Gopher Eric Van Rooyen, that's Eric Van Rooyan, will finish top 5 at the 3M Open this weekend. Eric Van Rooyen, top 5 at the 3M Open this weekend.
Former Gopher, you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Played for
Former
the
Gopher
Gophers.
like 10 years ago.
Australian?
Like that.
Is that correct?
And he's on the tour, huh?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Cool.
Star Tribune did a piece on him 2 days ago.
Write this down.
There it is.
Write it down. You like
might
writing
be
things
wrong.
down.
Those are Write That Down predictions every single week on this show, every Wednesday. And if you want to be part of it, if you want to be a guest listener predictor like Josh or Brayden, just hit me up. Just DM me. My DMs are open, even if I don't follow you, at Phil Mackey on Twitter.